Soulpatch? You still there?
I'm still there. I don't really watch the show, so I'm like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's the moment. It's the moment you've been waiting for.
Here you go.
We're gonna talk about Endgame now.
So much enthusiasm.
No enthusiasm whatsoever.
Okay. Reminds me of the pool work messing up. Okay.
Okay, so a lot of people. Okay, prior to me seeing it, I saw some spoiler-free reviews, and one of the issues some people had was the pacing.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of see it now that I've seen the movie, and I saw it again last night, just so I can have it fresh in my head to talk about. I divide this movie into 3 sub-movies. The first hour is a drama / comedy, right?
It's like a dark comedy.
Yeah. The second hour is a heist film, a heist adventure film.
Okay.
Third film is an all-out war epic.
The traditional.
If you divide it up that way and you tell yourself, okay, I'm watching 3 different films within one film, it's easier to digest.
Okay. Would you say so?
Yeah. It's like a 3-act film, like you just said.
Yeah.
One act is correct to the third.
Yeah, definitely.
And I believe that this was, how do I put this? Because I hear a lot of people saying that they like Infinity War a little better simply because there was a lot more action.
Mm-hmm.
Understood,
A lot better.
right? But then you have to consider, okay, where they had a lot of action, they suffered a little bit in terms of story convolution, a little bit.
Think so?
Just a little bit. Because more of the focus was the back-to-back action.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying the story completely suffered.
For Endgame?
No, not for Endgame. No,
For Infinity War.
for Infinity War.
I feel like the continuity was a lot better in Infinity War than it was in Endgame.
Okay.
Mostly because I think they did a really bad job with the time travel.
Okay.
They tried to prep you for the bad job that he was about to do by saying it's nothing like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing like any type of shit that you've ever seen.
They follow. No, if you really think about it, they follow the rules. They follow the rules of Dragon Ball Z time travel. If you really think about it.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's their justification.
I guess so. But yeah, it made no
But
sense.
then there's a question I have for that later. I'll get to that.
Yeah.
Because even though they said that if you change this timeline, it doesn't affect. Well, if you change another timeline, it doesn't affect this one. Or if you change this past, it doesn't affect
This one.
what
this
happened in the
future.
future or something like
Then
that.
something happened at the end of the movie that I want to ask about, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, definitely.
So I do understand why the pacing was the way it was. It's because they needed to. There was a lot of exposition that needed to be done in order to explain why and how the big battle was going to take place, right? So I forgave them for that. But what about your top moments? Well, before I get to top moments, emotional moments. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 emotional moments that I had.
When Penny Mercy killed Iron Man. That was.
Penny Mercy killed her.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is Penny Mercy?
I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just shaking my head, yes.
His wife.
Pepper?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Pepper.
Oh.
When Pepper
Killed
Mercy
Iron Man?
killed. Yeah.
Why do you say
Why do you think Pepper killed him?
Huh?
Why did Pepper?
No, he was dying, and then she went ahead and shocked his chest so he could go to sleep.
Oh,
You guys missed that?
Nah, it just went out.
It just went out.
That was just
He
him.
is
Yeah.
shocking.
You guys didn't see the Mercy kill? That's lovely. She was like, no more pain.
That's all. I have to do Iron Man.
Okay.
I have to do Iron Man now.
So the 5 moments that I'm referring to, now they weren't all necessarily sad. Some of them were just beautiful moments, right? When Thor gets to talk to his mom one more time,
Okay.
that was beautiful. Got a little emotional there. That was beautiful. Stark talking with his dad about fatherhood.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful moment.
I agree. That was really powerful.
That was very beautiful. And he got some closure because now he realizes, yeah, my dad actually did love me. Despite all the things that I saw.
Yeah, I couldn't really appreciate that scene. I couldn't appreciate that scene the way they wanted to because of how awkward what the hug was.
Yeah.
For how he comes and then like this grown ass nigga just hugging me like why are you so emotional?
And then you have Cap finally being able to live a life. Because he spent all of his time dedicating himself to saving people. Didn't have time to actually do something for himself.
I'm sorry, I didn't care for that, okay?
You didn't care about him getting a life?
He dedicated himself to America.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, now that he did that, he was able to go back and be like, okay, now that I've served my purpose here, let me get some of that life that Tony was talking about.
Listen, he could have been having a life this whole time, man. He just wasn't trying to bag in a new bra because he was stuck in that old bra for like years. I understand you loved her, man. It's like
He had a brief moment. He had a brief moment where he kissed her niece.
Yeah.
In Civil War. That was a little weird, but you know.
Why? She definitely better.
It's not time with it.
Yeah, but let's think about it though. You're my crush's niece.
Who's over 18?
Definitely that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and
I
your
guess
crush is
I
now
see
like
what
90
you're
something on his deathbed.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's just a lie. He should have.
Since you put it in
He
the
should have seen
perspective.
what's up. I thought she was dead. He should have seen what's up. See.
So okay. And then of course Black Widow dying. I really thought Hawkeye was gonna die.
No.
And Black Widow taking it. You saw Black Widow dying?
What?
You saw that coming with Black Widow?
Yeah, like I was just a lot of the big moments in the film, you kind of saw that like in the other Avengers film, the other separate Avengers film, you kind of saw that. You saw little Easter eggs leading up to something like that.
So you mean to tell me you had no inkling in your heart that Hawkeye just might die?
No, I didn't.
Even when he was running to the cliff, you didn't think he was going to take it?
No.
Nope.
What was going on through your... What were you thinking the moment Hawkeye started running to the cliff?
That was probably Black Widow.
Honestly, I thought Black Widow was gonna stick her foot out to trip him and then run.
You think so?
That's what I thought. Because I was thinking about who has nothing to lose. Because we know someone was gonna die. At least one person, maybe more, right? Was gonna die, a major character. And I was trying to figure out who has nothing to lose. Cap doesn't have anybody in this time. Black Widow doesn't have anybody in this time. Thor has people, so he's not gonna go. Everyone else has people.
Yeah.
Everyone has a family. You know, Iron Man had a family. It was kind of surprising that he had to go, but that kind of saw that coming too.
Yeah.
His
Believe it
intention.
or not, Iron Man's death also was a surprise to me.
Really?
No.
I'm not going to
I had
lie.
to look at once you find out he had
Okay, so looking at the trailers...
I'm being honest, like, I saw it coming, but not like, a lot of things like predictable, but I didn't see that coming.
Looking at the trailers and the commercials, I thought Cap was definitely going to die. I thought Cap was going to get killed in battle because the trailer that he had where he was like tightening the shield on his arm, I'm like, yo, they're showing the moment. Cap is about to get killed. And that didn't happen. Matter of fact, Cap had a lot of the highlight moments in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, definitely at the end with the fucking hammer.
Okay,
well,
well, it's not reason why I'm saying Iron Man, I kind of felt that might happen to Iron Man. But everyone, like, if you remember the first Avengers movie when him and Captain happened to Iron Man, like,
Yeah, he's like, you're not the guy to make the sacrifice play.
you know, yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah, and then he's the guy to make the sacrifice play.
And then, like, in Iron Man 3, he was suffering from PTSD for a while, from, you know, going through all that, and then,
Right.
which led to Ultron. So he found that has, like, throughout the series, he had this, like, overweight burden of guilt and stuff that he was having. You know, that his own genius was becoming his own enemy.
Yeah,
So, like he was searching for some kind of redemption for that.
and this is where he got it.
Yeah. So that's where I saw it. I didn't know he was going to have a kid in the movie. That was a surprise to me.
Well, they mentioned the kid in Infinity War, in the dream that he had before Doctor Strange showed up.
So, I mean, that's what that was going on. I mean, maybe it's also the franchise. It could be that's another thing I
absolutely. And I was actually going to get to that a little later because I actually had a speculation of somebody that they alluded to in the film that I think if you're not really paying attention, you wouldn't really notice who they were referring to. But I'm going to get to that in a second. So what did you think of Captain America versus Captain America?
Wait, before we get to that one, so none of y'all was emotional about Hawkeye losing his entire family?
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
Opening scene?
Yeah, but the thing is I saw
Told you you ain't care anything?
No, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, we knew.
When they started on him and his family, I'm like, oh, damn, here it comes.
Yeah.
So it was like I had a few seconds to prep myself emotionally because I'm like, oh, he might show his family disappear.
I was actually emotional when I saw Stanley's last cameo.
Oh yeah. Make love, not war.
That might not be his last cameo. Don't say that.
Yeah, they're probably going to digital.
Okay.
Yeah, it may not be his last.
They need to keep that going.
Yeah, I mean, they could have easily done that. Like, they could have just shot a bunch of different random shit in a green screen. And
Yeah.
They could put him in any movie they want.
Or they could reanimate him.
Yeah.
The technology is that good right now.
Yeah. So, the trailer for Endgame,
Yeah.
that was not bad.
That was emotional.
But-
What else?
And I think it's fucked up that none of the spoilers, like, as much as I try to stay away from them, you know, just a couple of them slipped through. Like the I wouldn't say it got spoiled for me because I kind of knew what was happening. And for me, hearing that people are dying isn't really so much of a spoiler, it's how they die.
How they die.
Is a spoiler for me, right? So,
What spoiler did you come across
well,
that messed you up?
none.
No.
None. I went in the movie completely, pretty much blank, you know, outside of the Iron Man thing.
Mhm.
But the fact that nobody spoiled Black Widow's death, like she wasn't important, it just didn't matter.
Yeah, even watching it, she died. I didn't hear like, oh no.
She didn't hurt nobody.
But you know what
She didn't
though?
have us though? Like,
You know what though? I do give.
Did anybody remember she died at the end? She wasn't there at the fight. People forgot.
I do give Disney and Marvel props for hiding a lot of the film from us in the trailers and the commercials because you didn't really see, like, in hindsight, looking at the trailers and commercials and then seeing the movie, there's a lot they made sure we did not see.
yeah.
They did a really good job not showing us Hulk, Professor Hulk.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh.
Well, look at this
Okay.
guy.
Are we gonna talk about things we didn't like?
Professor Hulk, you didn't like that? They didn't give many moments.
I was surprised that they killed Thanos twice. That is one.
I'm mad Hulk didn't get his rematch.
I'm
I'm
mad.
mad the Hulk wasn't the Hulk.
At all.
Smash.
Right, yeah, like that whole thing.
You couldn't even get mad.
I was
You
mad.
can't
Like,
get mad. That was episode.
I feel like that was another one that was like lazy. Like, okay, Infinity War, we had the one scene in the opening with the Hulk. After that, we didn't see the Hulk anymore. He didn't want to come out. He was being a little bitch. So much of a bitch. You got your ass beat so much to where it turned you to a fucking genius. And now you got the anger beat out of you to the point where
You have to wear. I can't believe he wore the suit again. He has to wear the suit in order to fight.
yeah, it's just
And the messed up part about that too is that when they went to go get Thor, he was talking about how bad he got his ass whooped and about kind of getting back and doing something about it. But then he never goes back and really does.
you would think like. Okay, you had at the end you had Thanos going against Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. How significant would it have been if they would have had the Hulk with them?
Yeah.
Like
The Hulk by himself.
it would have some type of
Give him his rematch. I would have loved to see the rematch.
Right. He
You
didn't
know
have
what I
to
mean?
take one by himself. He said it was three of them. He could have been just one of those three.
Yeah. I did like the Captain America versus Captain America fight.
Shut that bitch
that
up.
was good. That was good.
I like the in the comics. I liked how they nodded to the run where Captain America joined Hydra,
Oh yeah.
where he was like Hail Hydra in the elevator.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And then it was like, oh.
You're like, oh, he's with us.
Told you, man.
Let me see. There's a.
Bitch, bitch, alive.
Oh, okay. So
No treats.
there's a part in there that I had mixed feelings about.